Hi guys, welcome to another video. My name is Hellbolter, and today we're going to be doing a Firelands heroic 25-man run. Now, Firelands, if you go to Mount Hyjal, which is in Kalimdor, is in this big section right at the northern part of the island. And all you do is you go down from Nordrasil down to this little lava area, and it's going to be right where that green circle is. So now, what we're going to do is fly through the tree that is Nordrasil. And just head down to where you'll see destruction, which is right there. I should probably also say, for those who have hunters, if you get to a certain part in the Mount Hyjal questline for the Cataclysm expansion, you'll actually be able to get, there are 2 rare spirit beasts that you can capture. They will be running in this whole area, which is the Flame Lake. And all you have to do is, it has to be when the area is green in order for them to spawn. I should also mention, if you're lower levels, you won't be able to catch them. And traps do not work on them. So you just have to make sure that you're fast. Now, when you head over to the Firelands entrance, you'll see it's big. What I kind of think it looks like is Bowser's Palace from Super Mario. And all I did was, in order to get access to mounts, I made sure that my raid difficulty is set on heroic, and then the legacy raid size is 25-man. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. And you just go right inside the portal. Now, I should mention, you're going up against Ragnaros and his demons. You have the opportunity to see Adventures of Hyjal Quartermaster in here, who has lower leveled armor pieces, equivalent to, I'm guessing, yeah, it says level 32. But you have to be revered, honored, and these are exalted, which I haven't been able to come towards yet. And then this guy is a Firestone collector. So if you get like the Scales of Life and crystallized Firestone, you can get a heroic piece of the same gear. But you just have to make sure you have both. Now, I should mention, with Firelands, there are 5 different bosses. You have Bethlak, which is a spider woman. Balrog, which is a giant demon dude with wings. Shanox is like a lizard. Alice Razor, she's a fired bird. And Lord Rhyolith, which is a giant lava dude. And then Rag is back here along with, oh, I forgot to mention, there's 2 more. Rag is the final boss, and then you have, I can't remember what his name is, I'm gonna have to look. Major Domo Staghelm. He's the guy who fled as part of the Hyjal quest line. and he will drop a specialized staff toy that only druids can use to turn you into a fire cat. Now, in order to activate Shanox, you have to get him to sound his hunting horn at least 3 times. The best way to do that, I would suggest, if you're at least 50 to 60, is to grab as many of the NPCs as you can. Just aggro them and drag them along. And kill them. That way you can get the horn to sound off quicker. Let's go grab these guys. There was the first horn. You'll just see that it says, as the creatures of the Firelands fall, a huntsman horn sounds in the distance. But you have to do this 2 more times, and then you'll see Shanox talk. And he's talking to his 2 hounds that follow him that you have to kill as well. And if you're a lower level, they hit kind of hard. Sometimes you also have the opportunity to get BOE purple drops, and if you do, save them, and they actually go for a decent amount of gold on the auction house. That was the second one. Now we just have to get the third one. Which, as I said before, you just pull and drag to as many groups as you can. Because the more of these NPCs that you take down, the quicker it goes. And of course I have mining, so I can destroy those guys. Grab these guys. Come with us. Come on. This way, please. A little more. A little more. Thank you.
I am out of range.
Granted, because I'm a higher level, this doesn't hurt me. And there's the first piece of purple BOEs, or bind on equips. And I'm guessing if I kill these guys, I'll be able to make him come out to play. Yes, there it was.
Smell them too, Red Lamb. Outsiders encroach on the Firelords' private grounds. Find their trail. Find them for me, that I may dispense punishment.
He is right there. If you take him down fast enough, the dogs will die too. But if you kill the dogs first, he enrages. That's one thing to remember, because when he enrages, he actually hits a heck of a lot harder. Sorry.
I must get closer. Too far away. I am out of range.
Oh, the pain. Lord of Fire, it hurts.
And he also drops pets. And each pet will actually go for a decent amount of gold on the auction house. Shenox drops a Blaze Hound, which is a smaller version of his two dogs. I'm going to put it in my bags because I know I'm going to sell it. I'm going to make some room because a lot of things will drop in here, so as many times as you can, try to clear out your bags. Sometimes I will also save pieces of green armor that look good because a lot of player base actually likes aesthetics of making their armor look really, really nice. Things you probably won't see that much or doesn't make a difference to put on the auction house is bracers, unless they're equivalent to high levels. Otherwise they're not going to sell. It's better not to waste your time than actually waste your time. Living embers you can also sell on the auction house. You just have to make sure that any of the crafting reagents that you get do not have soulbound in there. I am going to save that because I can open it and then sell and sell. Now we're going to be heading to Bethelak. Say hi to her. She's up this hill in Spiderland. I made some friends. What's nice is certain areas you could probably skip. You don't have to kill the Infernal Hawk in this part. If you want to, you could just kill the two spinners.
Too far away.
And then it'll drop this guy. The Firehawk will buff you. And then pretty much run away. Now these guys you can skip altogether. All you have to do is just this rock right here, skirt around it, and then go this way. Unfortunately, with the spiders right there, there's no way that you can avoid them, so you just kill them too. Now these guys, you can more than likely kill them all at once. It just depends on how you want to kill them. There's no right or wrong way to kill them. Now we're up to Bethelak, which is this butte right here, the Red Widow. And all the fiery webs. What she does when you either aggro her or get her down to a certain level is she'll immediately go up to the web above her, and then she'll shoot down like these fiery webs down to hit you. And then at a certain point there will be 4 spiders coming down from the webs. Once you kill at least one of them, you can take the web that they came down on and go to the top in order to kill her. But after a certain point in time, the webbing above will start to disintegrate. And we'll show you. She aggroed and went up. Now, her little buddies come down. You just kill one of them. And then her little spiderweb filament. Just take it, right it back up. And now, you can finish her off. And then at a certain point when she's near death, she'll head back down. And all you do is just head down the center. And it'll gently lay you down. And then she'll die. Easy peasy. Now, the next boss on the list is Lord Rylith. There is a certain way to kill this guy, and I'll explain that once we get closer. Instead of running all the way back down that way, I had people teach me you could just take this path down. Take some minor damage, but you pretty much heal yourself. And then, when you're heading in this direction, you'll see Lord Rylith right there. He's a very large guy. Then we just head this way. And if you're fast at it, you can actually miss all these guys in this area. You just have to make sure that the overseers that path on these roads miss you. So you just go right through the center, and then you go up this little mountain. You'll have these fire guys trying to attack you. Car's just a wimp. Decides to try to one off. But you can pretty much just one-shot him. And then everything that spawned because of him comes towards you. And you just kill them too. Now, in order to get to Rylith, you just bounce over here. This little stone won't hurt you, but the lava will. So just bounce on that and then bounce over here. The point of Lord Rylith is to get him, you have to either use his right foot or his left foot. If you use either one of them, it takes at least a tank in order to, you have to keep him circling and like basically rotating 360, because once he gets back to the lava, he gets stronger. And then eventually at a certain percentage, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, he will have all his armor drop and then he'll become a completely lava giant. I should also mention that at certain points he'll do like a stomp, and they're like little volcanoes that will come up on the little area, and just try to steer clear of them because they will spawn mobs and those guys hurt. So what I'm gonna do is, I usually go for the right foot.
Too far away.
And if you just keep going, and he just dropped all of his armor. That's his unarmored state.
I require authority.
And now he's gone. He's the guy who mainly drops these beautiful swords. And either mail or cloth. That's the only two pieces that I mainly see. Periodically you'll see leather. Now, we're just heading in this direction to the fun part. Let's head down this path. And then first thing you have to do is destroy these egg piles in order to get Firebirds to activate. And then you gotta kill these guys. And then you kill the Firebirds. Now, as I stated earlier, Major Domo Staghound, he starts off in this area. He's pretty much a precursor to Listrazor coming out. What he'll do once you attack him is he'll signify that she's coming out to play. And then, when she comes out, she'll drop these feathers that you have to pick up, and then that puts you in the air. And at the same time, you have to get her to come down from the air in order to attack her. Otherwise, she's going to immediately down your whole entire group. And at periodic intervals, she'll do tornadoes that hurt a lot as well.
What have we here? Visitors to our kingdom, the Firelands.
Let you watch.
Who spirited me to freedom in Mount Hyjal. She too has been reborn. Born aflame!
Unfortunately, you cannot save the captive droids.
I wish I could watch her reduce your pitiful band to cinders, but I am needed elsewhere. Farewell!
5, 4, 3, 2,
And
1.
that's her.
I serve a new master now, Lord.
What's nice is once you have, if you have at least a mage or another type of ranged DPS in your group, the moment she comes out and hits this line, she becomes aggroable. So you can immediately, from when she becomes aggroable, have either your mage, your hunters, your balanced druids, or even priests can start targeting her and get her damage down. And she also has a chance to drop a mount, but it is a fire mount, which is specifically on the ground. It has a very low drop chance as well. I think it's between 0.1 and 0.5% in order for you to be able to see that mount. Now, just skirt around the Overseer, because if you aggro the Overseer, everything becomes angry. What I suggest, and what I've been shown, the best way to get around these guys is just to go over here, and then you go in this little door right here. This is Balarok. He hurts if you don't do it right. He'll summon this gem that will link 2 of your players together. It's mainly the ones that are the closest together, and it will do damage, just tick down damage. You have to kill him as quick as possible. Come on.
Too far away.
This way, dude. Because I am level 60, I can actually kill him fairly easy.
You are forbidden from my master's domain. Mortal filth.
You only, in order to get to the last two bosses, you have to kill him. Otherwise, you can't get it.
Well, I admire your tenacity. Valorant stood guard over the key for 1,000 mortal lifetimes. But none may enter the Firelord's abode.
When you kill him, you actually get the capability to use the magma orb. The magma orb actually creates a bridge between these two areas.
What is your answer?
Now you just gotta wait a couple minutes in order for it to become usable. This part is too hard to explain. You basically see those federal flames. Periodically you'll see a little explosion come out of them. When you are starting to do the achievement, you have to have 2 people. And then right before you see the explosion happen, you have to kneel. And you have to do that until you get to these flames. And you can click on them. Because otherwise, if you get too close, they disappear. But you have to have 2 people in order to do it. And you'll see, since I'm close, they disappeared. Now this is Major Dome. As I stated before, he drops a toy, but you have to be on a druid in order to get it. And only druids can use it. I'll show it to you guys. It actually has his name as the title. Just gotta find it. Oh. It's this one right here. He drops this one, which basically turns you into a cat. A fire cat. Now we get to go have the fun part. We're about to get into Ragnaros's lair. He's a very large guy. And he hurts quite a bit if you don't do him right. All I can say is for his mechanics, he has 2 different types of mechanics. He both 10-man and 25. So the best way I can explain it is look up the mechanics. for each one because they're different between the two. I don't want to give you guys incorrect information. Now, Ragnaros is very easy if you're high level. And if you're adequately geared, he won't hurt you once his hammer gets thrown down. If you miss some of the Sons of Flame at this level, it won't hurt you. On 25 men, you'll notice Cenarius, Archdruid Hummel, and Malfurion. They come to get him to come out, and you'll notice he steps out.
I am out of range.
And now he's gone.
It is finished, then. Perhaps. Heroes, the world owes you a great debt.
Ragnaros has perished. Primal powers he represents can never be vanquished. Another will rise to power someday.
He drops a mount that looks exactly like Elisrazor.
We must maintain a constant vigil.
And it also has a 0.1 to 0.5% chance in order to drop.
The great victory we have earned here.
And now we are done with Firelands. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you liked it, leave a comment below. I will keep a watch of it. And I will see you guys another time. Have a great week. Thanks. Bye-bye.